nebe oteng ser halutuir buat nebe hau kuliah, oteng ser halutuir buat nebe hau lihat kara. Dalam barak kami nebe sai vitim am so preba amnya kabe manisir ni halup nebe hatur na yang durang.
In Timor-Leste, that's more power give to the men rather than a woman.
Masculine mainstreaming to dominate your life.
How we work together with our stakeholders.
Prioridade principal nebe mag-afeta ba afeta Timor-Leste, setor saúde ninian, nomosi setor educação, nomosi parte ida itahari Timor-Leste mos infraestrutura nebe mag sidau. Iha área saúde itahari kata itahari realidade facilidades husi saúde ninian li husi infraestrutura li husi puskesmas, clínica, nomos recursos humanos sedau nomos facilidades sedau pel hatamba iha feto ninian necessidades loro.
Allocation budget for the increase in education level of the women is still also not clear in this moment.
Wahira serasi subahi educação minimal ia primária, escola primária di ou pré-secundária. Li husidane dalabarak feto sera hili decisão atu para tamba la ia hetan suporta husi família ou inan ama.
Girls' enrollment in the school is lower compared to boys.
Without good education, it will be very difficult to reach gender balance.
E economia itahare katak maioria feto Timor-Leste nebe ma analfabetismo nomos ben serviço barat li agricultura.
Women's participation in economic is still very low. Most women are working in the informal sector.
And also dependency in economy, family economy, women for the men in the family.
Dalam barak feto Timor-Leste sopreba ami ne kabe manera si ho lifu ne besir kuliah mai ami kata kami atla beli kuliah la beli hal buat tidak suri sira tambah.
All that is not addressed in the budget, and the real contribution of women in terms of economic development and unpaid work is not really considered.
Gender-responsive budgeting is simply about good budgeting. It is a tool for gender mainstreaming and a tool for accountability for both government and for the right holders. It's a tool that the citizen can use to hold the government accountable for them.
There are many opportunities for the implementation of gender-responsive budget in Timor. And of course, I see also a great opportunity in the collaboration of UN agency, UN Women, ILO, and the Secretariat of State for the Promotion of Gender Equality, SEP, in Timor-Leste.
UN Women plays the role of promoting GRB as a tool that can be used by the government, policy makers, and the planner to allocate their resources in order to respond to the different needs of women and men, boys and girls in the country.
Secretary of State also is focused on the build the capacity in the Minister and Secretary of State as well in district level.
Working very closely with the UN Women and SEPI, we are now focusing on how to make more people understand of the situation.
also support women's NGOs. They are the local NGO to lead the NGOs' perspective to integrate gender-responsive budgeting annually.
Lá em recursos humanos, ne bem mais conhecimento dia quando vai assunto orçamento sensível de gênero, com orçamento estadunidense.
How people will think about the big issue, like a microeconomic issue, not about organization and women only, but it is about how you can understand about the macroeconomic policy will affect on women's life in the rural area.
They have a critical roles to play as an NGO to analyze state budget annually.
E segundo kata, dificuldades ba ami ato akseso documentos orçamento governo niya.
We would like them to more active because not just waiting for the government.
Maioria povo Timor-Leste, no si comunidade, será que conhecimento quando vai sair de orçamento sensível de gênero.
Papel a Universidade Nacional de Timor-Leste hanya papel udah força inisiativa orçamento zirbinian makane. For Hanoi mos ba itene politik na insir o government insir atau bela futuri sila unguma nebe maka halai ba perspectiva gender para dia kita. Itene estudantes bela compreende saida maka igualdade de gênero e no mos ba itene povo toma mos bela compreende saida maka igualdade de gênero ia itene rai.
We found a really low knowledge on gender issues in general.
So we have been doing lots of work in providing training to the government officials.
And increase awareness and also strengthen capacity to do a gender analysis in the budget of specific ministry and then in the state budget, hopefully.
If they don't understand, they don't care about the gender responsive budget.
We believe that we need to increase their capacity and then awareness on the importance of GRB.
One of the major challenges was to mainstream gender in the budget of the different units in the ministry.
Now we are struggling to make sure that every institutions in Timor-Leste will adopt this mechanism for the budget.
This is one of the difficult things. We need to change our model of the budgeting. We need to move up to program-based budgeting. Without that, it will be very difficult to implement gender-responsive budgeting.
We have done some good practices, like some ministers have allocated a good budget, but still low. We need to improve their capacity.
We are now still weak in the policy developments.
There is a lack or scarcity of sex disaggregated data, and this lead, of course, to have difficulties in having a gender analysis and an impact assessment of how the money is spent.
Not clear monitoring and evaluation framework to measure how gender-responsive budgeting will be implemented.
The government has already promised that they would like to see women live in the dignity, they have good health, good education.
So we need to look at the budget and then ask ourselves how gender responsive it is as a whole.
Legal framework of gender responsive budget.
How bolo ba Estado ato implementa leis siraneve promove igualdade de gênero e acesso ao setor hotu-hotu.
I will tell to the women of Timor-Leste that your active participation is very important to improve your life and to achieve gender equality.
When you want to implement the gender responsive budgeting in your life, you should be understanding about the policy decision making on also.
Bafeto maluk siriha Timor-Leste keluar hira Parlamento Nasional halo debate ba orçamento estadunidense precisa ita foi tene oportunidade de acompanha ba debate orçamento ne atu ita hatene katak orçamento ne bele hatan vai tene necessidades.
If you want to see development progress and gender equality in Timor-Leste, it is very important for you to use gender-responsive budgeting.
We have to convince more people to understand this issue better.
We have senti dia no serviço nebe governo lá minek bele se dia fana fati.